Hey guys, this is Joy back again for another video. Thank you for checking in with me and watching this channel. This is called Joy Larkin 12 and it's all about inspiring and motivating you guys to live your best life. So today's video is going to be about narcissists and triangulation. And this is something that I really did not get into after I was dating the second narcissist, and after the first one, after I ended it, I had started to do a lot of research about it, and I had typed in certain things that he did, and triangulation came up as under something that a narcissist would do. But for the first guy, I remember like when we first started dating, he would always be like flirting with other women. Like when we went out on dates, like he would flirt with the waitress. Like we went inside like the pharmacy store, he would be flirting with the clerk. And I didn't get it then. I didn't understand that he was doing it on purpose to try to get a reaction out of me, to kind of round me up, to make me want him more or whatever. And yeah, I really didn't understand what that was like, because I know like a regular, sometimes, you know, a boyfriend or a girlfriend, they may want to try to make you jealous just for like the fun of it, but not a healthy relationship. But like, on, you know, I mean, I don't know if people do that or not actually. I mean, I know me personally, I wouldn't do it, but I guess narcissists, they do that to kind of get their victims more, you know, intertwined with them. And yeah, the first narcissist, I remember he would always be talking about the girls that he would be talking to, because normally, like, I guess not the average dude, but like if they're talking to another person, maybe they would be upfront and honest with you about it, but they're like, if they're like a liar or a cheater or something like that, they wouldn't reveal that information. Like they would keep it like to them. But a narcissist, they go out of their way to let you know that they're like, they're wanted and they got all these girls and stuff. Because I remember the guy, he'd be like, oh yeah, like these girls just can't stop calling me or something like that. And then when it was, when I guess when he was in the stage of devaluing me, he was talking about this girl. I guess that was his girlfriend at the time, and he was saying something like, oh yeah, her car is better than yours. And then he said something about credit. Like I can't remember exactly what it was, but he was talking about something regarding credit. Maybe her credit was better than mine. I don't know. But nobody's perfect. But and then what else would he say? Oh, and then he would bring up his ex-girlfriend a lot. He'd be like, oh, well, my ex-girlfriend lived in this area. Like he would mention her name. And he'd be like, oh yeah, we used to go to this place, we used to go to that place. And at the time, I didn't realize like they do that to kind of like keep you, they don't want you to be comfortable. They don't want you to think like this, like they don't want you to be at peace, basically. They always want to keep you thinking like, oh, am I okay? Am I doing things right? Does he like me? Da, da, da. So yeah, and then kind of the same thing happened with the second narcissist, although he didn't really flirt as much. He kind of did, but it wasn't as bad as the first guy. Now there were instances that happened with the second narcissist. A lot of people, because we met at work and people knew that we were dating or whatever, and there was this one girl that was working with us. I did not like her. I thought she was so dramatic. I thought she was fake. And it turns out that she was thinking the same thing about me, but we didn't even really like converse like that. Like, I don't know. I didn't like her, and she knew that. So yeah, it was crazy. Just give me 1 second. I want to answer this. Hopefully you guys are following me on Instagram at livenarcfree, my narcissist page. And not yet. So yeah, hold on 1 second. Should be here in a week. My apologies, you guys. So yeah, I remember, oh, so back to the girl. So I remember, like, we didn't like each other, and he would be, like, all up in her face, like, talking to her and, like, playing around, and that right then and there should have shown me that he didn't really care about me then. But, yeah, he knew that I didn't like her, and then, so, I remember, like, because he was a rap battle artist, and, she was there with this other guy, which I did not like, and he liked hanging around him, and that should have been another red flag. And I'll tell you what happened with that. But when we was at his rap battle, he did a really good job. And then I remember the girls outside, and I didn't say anything to her because I'm the type of person, like, if I don't like you, I'm not even gonna look at you, like, you're dead to me. Like, you know what I mean? And so he walked up to me. He was like, "Oh, did you say hi to so and so?" And I was like, "No." Like, why would I say hi to her if I don't like her? Or, like, he was basically trying to say, like, if I was cordial, but it's just like, I mean, I was cool, but I didn't, like, acknowledge that she was there because I don't like her, you know? But she, like, was trying to go out of her way to get my attention and do, like, little things. And I remember one time we was at work. This was kind of like when we was, like, not really, we were okay, but he was still, like, showing me his abusive side. But, and that was when I was, like, on the verge of, like, letting it go. Oh, okay. So he was like, so basically out of nowhere, she, like, walked up to him and, like, gave him a kiss on his forehead right in front of my face. Like, can you guys believe that? And people that knew that was, like, close to me, they was like, "Did you just see that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Did that really just happen?" So then I had talked to him about it later on. I was like, "I can't believe she did that." And he was like, "Yeah, I can't believe that B did that," like, saying all this stuff. But still, that was just like, and I hope he didn't plan that. I really hope not, but who knows? Like, narcissists, they're crazy like that. And then, oh, the other instance, like, so, like I said, we worked together, and, like, out of nowhere, the guy that I was talking to, he became close with the manager. And, you know, a lot of times narcissists only befriend people they feel like they could use or they could get something out of them. They don't really care about people. So, yeah, so he had befriended the manager, and him and the manager and I, we were all, like, hanging out. Like, we would go get lunch and stuff. And I remember, like, when we was on our way, we was going to the soul food restaurant, and he was saying something about me, and he was like, "Oh," like, they was talking about something, and then I just kind of felt like I was the third wheel, like I was the one that was, like, intruding. But mind you, it was me and the guy. We was going to lunch somewhere else. So this dude just pulls up in his car. He's like, "Oh, yeah, where y'all going for lunch?" And da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, really? You know, but he, you know, he allowed them to come in and just kind of intrude, like, what we had going on. But again, he didn't care from the beginning. And I told him, like, how I felt about it. And I was like, I didn't feel comfortable. And I was like, "Why didn't you say anything?" Or, you know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about that? And he was just saying, like, he's like, "That's my friend too," and he was like, "You shouldn't feel any type of way," like, basically making an excuse about it. And I was seeing her like, so you're not gonna acknowledge, like, how I'm feeling, like, you know what I mean? But again, that's a narcissist. So they do that triangulation thing. And some of the reasons they do this, you guys, is because, you know, they want to make you feel insecure. They want you to question, like, who you are, like, your ability to, maybe to be with them, or maybe, like, you know, trying to bring your confidence down, make you question your judgment, make you question, like, just everything, you know. And also it's to make you jealous, you know, like, they just want to make you jealous, make it seem like they're wanted, like I said earlier. And then, let me see. Okay, I will let you know. Thank you guys for being so patient. This is my friend texting me. Oh, okay. Let's see. Sorry about that, you guys. So, yeah, and then another reason that they'll triangulate, and you guys could leave me, like, how your narcissist triangulated you in the comment box below, you know. because it's something that they will definitely do. Like, it's just like a power thing. And oh, and also it's to control you. It's to make it seem like, hey, if you don't act the way I want you to act, then I could easily go and be with this other person. Because the second narcissist, so he was slowly but surely, he was in that process of like ghosting and discarding, and he out of nowhere started talking about this his friend. He was like, because at the time I was modeling last year, and he was like, oh yeah, like I have a friend, she models too, she gets paid to model, she dances, da da da, like saying all this stuff. And I'm saying like, okay, why are you telling me? You know what I mean? And I remember like sometimes when we'd be like getting something to eat, like he would mention like his ex-girlfriend. He'd be like, oh yeah, and I'm sure you guys probably heard me mention this, but he'd be like, yeah, I knew when I seen her, I wanted to marry her. And I knew that, he was like, she was the only girlfriend that was 23, the only girl that I knew that was 23 and that had her master's degree. Like, she was a super smart girl, which is great, you know, that's amazing. But it's like, why are you discussing that with me? You know what I mean? I know, like, when I was getting into it, I knew like he was still hurt from the past, but people can learn to heal. But that's, again, in my other video where I talked about the childhood wounds and healing from past relationships, that's something that, it's not an overnight thing. It's something that it's a process, and you gotta want to go through. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I want to heal, but then you doing that same toxic stuff or dysfunctional stuff, you know what I mean? So, and then so yeah, I think I pretty much went over everything with the whole triangulation. So they basically want to gain control over you. They want to make you jealous. They want to make you doubt yourself. They want to make you think that they're wanted by others, and that you could lose them at any moment, so you better do what they say. And then that's just another manipulation tactic. So you guys, don't fall for it. Definitely understand it's a game. Of course they are talking to other people, so they are cheating if you are with them, and always know that you're never the only person that they're talking to. So yeah, you guys, that's been my video. I thank you guys so much for watching it. And also, so that sale that I had going on is now over. But if you guys want to book your coaching session, email me at livenarcfree@gmail.com, and the prices will be below. And yeah, don't be shy. I'm here to help you guys heal. I know a lot of things about narcissists. I have about 4 or 5 years plus of experience dealing with male narcissists, female narcissists. Any questions you may have, like I said, email me, or I can make a video about a small question you may have about a narcissist. But if you want to get a coaching session, you want to go on that road to recovery, you're tired of being like feeling lonely, depressed, and tired of suffering, email me, you guys. Again, livenarcfree9@gmail.com, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.